This video is brought to you by the 3 Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou, and welcome to Maglev Metro in about 3 minutes. It has a solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. It's the near future, and you are developing a new set of maglev train lines in a modern city. Can you build the most efficient and effective network of all? The game ends once at least 4 of these coloured stations are placed on the board, and the bag containing workers runs out. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get them from objective cards, collecting passages, and linking up stations. Action selection. Each turn you will choose what actions to take from a set list. Set collection. Collecting different types of passengers will help you build your game engine and score points. Network building. You want to build a network of maglev lines on the board. Player turn. Deal each player 1 objective card from each of the 4 stacks. Each player has a player board, and this board determines the actions you can take and how many points you will score. We start with bronze, silver, and gold workers in play, but can unlock the other 4 colours as the game progresses. On your turn, you will take 2 actions as shown here. Each spot on this board can hold a matching worker, and that grants you benefits. For example, if we load up these 8 spots, we would be able to take 2 additional actions each turn. Each of those actions is in the middle of the board. Let's look at the adjust action first. Here the first spot could be any metallic worker, but the second and third ones must be bronze workers. And when you take an action, its power is the number of workers in it. The adjust action lets us move metal workers about, and because we have 4 workers there, we can move up to 4 of them around the board. For our other examples, we are going to assume we have 2 workers in each action and are taking 2 power actions. Track lets us place tracks on the board, 1 point per piece of track. If the track crosses water, that uses up 2 points. You cannot have more than 2 lines of your colour leaving a station, and you cannot place a line that would cross over another. Nor can you place a disjointed line like this. The build station action only needs 1 worker and lets you place a station at a site you have a line connected to. To build an advanced station, you first need to unlock that type with workers like so. Then place it on the board, claiming 1 worker matching the type and placing the remainder in the worker bag. Maglevs only point 1 way. You can use a move action point to turn around. Each movement point is for a station on a line, not a tile. So turning and moving here would cost 3 movement total. The pickup action lets you add that many passengers to your maglev, but only up to your capacity. And the drop off action lets you drop workers to their matching locations. You can claim those workers and add them to your board. The refill station action lets you draw workers from the bag for more passengers to pick up. Return workers that match the colour of that station and redraw. And you may only pick up and deliver workers of a certain type if you have unlocked them down here. Workers placed on here will dramatically change how well you score points. And at the end of the game, you can only score 1 of your objective cards, plus 1 more card for each of these spaces you have covered up. Why would you like this game? Apparently I'm a Ted Alspach fan, as I have enjoyed Suburbia, Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and now Maglev Metro. And Metro in particular was a real delight to play. I think it's really clever how the tiles are designed in a way that accommodates 4 players. That's neato. Also neato are the maglevs themselves, but the nuts and bolts of the game are the action board and moving pieces around here, and that's a puzzle you'll pay attention to for the whole game. The scoring cards, the scoring in general is nicely varied and gives you ongoing goals to keep your mind focused on throughout the game. All up, I think this is a little bit more than most casual gamers would be comfortable with, but great for everyone else. The best thing about this game is the perspex tiles that just make it look like you are building a real Metro network. However, I can't say I'm a fan of the color choices in this game. I know that once you have 4 player colors it's tricky, but it's also very tricky to tell these apart at a distance. And the player board section can really overwhelm players initially. It's a lot of information to take in at once. For a much lighter experience, try Ticket to Ride. And for something slightly heavier, try Imperial, Spells and Steam. Maglev Metro, if only it was on Mars. Gold medal game. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share and subscribe to the channel.